Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to the first episode of Around the World, which is a frequently used term for when you go around every single character. Crocky does it sometimes on his streams, where he goes through every single character and tries to win a game with all of them. Except with this series, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be playing each and every character because I have a lot of experience on all of them. Going to be playing a few games in ranked and demonstrating everything that I know how to do with those characters. Hopefully, it teaches you guys a little bit of what you can do on each character. You can wait till your main pops up, and I think it's good for, interactivity, and it's also good for showcasing the level of game knowledge that I have. So as you probably saw by the thumbnail and the title, the first episode, we're starting at the very top is Bodvar. Bodvar is my most played legend. He's level 81. The only one who even comes close is Val, who's 63. So I have the most experience on Bodvar by far. I love hammer, I love sword. And just as a quick overview, Bodvar is your super standard character. I mean, if you just look at his stats, he's super well rounded. He's meant to be the flagship character, and he does a good job. Both sword and hammer kind of hold it down with true combos, so he's not really a string focused character. And I think if you have a really good neutral game, then you'll do pretty well on Bodvar because you're pretty much just looking for those starting hits and then converting into the true combos. And if you have a good neutral game, you should just destroy your opponent. His SIGs are a little lackluster. I feel like they're a little outdated. Like power creep has hurt him a little bit because the newer legends just have like way more multi-purpose SIGs and like better hitboxes in general. But his SIGs aren't bad. He definitely doesn't have the worst out of the old characters. Sword side SIG is pretty good. Oh, I got Boomy. Of course I got Boomy, and he's playing Petra. I actually have no clue what Petra does, so I'm probably gonna get hit by crap tons of SIGs. So sword end light and side light are kind of your bread and butter for playing sword in the neutral game. At least if you're hoping to play grounded. You can also play pretty vertically, which is how if you ever watch like Remy play sword, Remy tends to play pretty vertically, where he kind of sits above people and then hits them with dares and juggles them with nairs and whatnot. So that's a viable way to play sword in neutral as well. Yep. I wait for him to land, and then I go for that. That was a no weapon throw. That sig is good for covering ledge. It won't work on like top players, which is why Boomy didn't get hit by it, but honestly, it works on a lot of people. And I feel like that's pretty much the only reason you should ever use that signature. Like that's the only real like situation in which that signature is better than his other ones. I messed that up. Didn't mean to sidelight. With sword, I'm pretty sure most people know that D-Light recovery is pretty much just what you look for to kill. You can kill with D-Light Saragan now, post buffs. So either of those are viable kill options. You don't really have to throw out 6 to find kills like you have to on some weapons. So sword, you can generally like play pretty safe and find yourself a kill. Gravity canceling the D-Light helps a lot because it dodges some like grounded moves that would normally catch you. Hammer has really good juggles because Hammer Nair like might actually be a little bit unbalanced. And Dare is also good. Dash Sidelight is super good for approaching in neutral. It's pretty predictable, but it also gains a lot of distance. It's one of the moves that gains a lot of distance when you dash it, when you dash into it, so it's pretty good for that. Oh, I should have just stared there. I don't know if I was in range, though. Ooh, I meant to pick up Hammer. I like Hammer for building up damage a lot of the time. But that's just my preference because I'm super comfortable on Hammer. I've probably played just as much Hammer as I have Sword. And Hammer also, a lot of top players like Boomy have a lot of experience. Oh, that was super cool. A lot of top players like Boomy have a lot of experience playing into good sword players, so it's hard to trick them up or to trip them up in neutral. Whereas the only like Top tier hammer players are like me, Lil Capped. I know I'm forgetting someone else, but there are like 3. So his SIGs are pretty good for finding kills, but they're also really slow. Sidelight Bear is a good combo if you think they're going to dodge in. I only did it there to demonstrate because I didn't actually think he was going to dodge in. And now I might lose because of it. But if you dash Sidelight them and they've been like dodging in immediately after you do that, Bear is hugely punishing to that dodge. I don't know what his SIGs do. Ooh. I don't know if Dare will kill at this percent, especially since it's Great Hall. Oh, it will. I kind of got lucky that he whiffed the Sair there. One more game and I might hit Diamond, especially if it's against Boomy. So yeah, I haven't really talked about Hammer Sigs yet outside of that Bear, but Side Sig is pretty good. I think it's similar to Sword D-Sig in that it's best used trying to catch people coming up from ledge, mainly because it hits pretty high. You can see even on Grumpy, it pretty much hits the platform above Grumpy all the way. So it's good for that. You can also just throw it out raw and neutral, but I don't use it that much. And then D-Sig is like a super read move on Hammer. Like you kind of just have to read into their soul with it. Some people call it the Stevenator, some people don't. When you when you're off stage and you gravity cancel it, like to hit back onto the stage, it works sometimes if people are like if you watch how Noel edge guards with sword, he doesn't really like go off stage. He just kind of sits on stage and frame traps you with sword. So against something like that, it might be good if they can't react with a backdash in time. Otherwise, you might get punished pretty hard. By the way, I want to give a shout out. You know, I don't know whether this was you know, subconsciously influencing me or not. When thinking of this series. But I want to give a huge shout out to Egg Soup's in 1 minute series because I was watching how he did those videos and the format of like teaching people and then demonstrating like what he briefly taught in actual games. I thought that was a good idea and I kind of morphed the idea a little bit to work more for me because I can play like every character in the game. Also, this combo is freaking insane. So I'll probably link I'll link Qatar's in 1 minute in this in the description of this video if you want to check it out. Egg makes some really great videos. And I might already have him in there, but if not, then I'm gonna put Egg in like the other content creators section on like the side of the YouTube page. There's a chance that I already have him there. I know I have Creed there. So, by the way, I said I was going to use my professional sounding microphone for this video, but also, like, it makes what am I trying to say? It picks up the keyboard clacking when I'm playing. So if that doesn't bother you, then I'll gladly use it. But if it does, then I'll just stick with what I'm using right now. Wow, there's a voice crack. Punch. No, I'm alive. I want to go for D-Light Gravity Cancel and see. Nope. Because I actually haven't hit it yet since it became like the optimal thing to do. I haven't practiced it. I used to be able to do it pretty consistently though. Yeah, I suck at it. One more hit. X-Pivot Dare is super underused on Hammer. I swear. X-Pivot Dare is crazy. You can do it. Oh, wow. Just 2K. Or 2K on the dot. But X-Pivot Dare is like, you can use it off stage like that. And it kind of covers above the ledge and keeps you safe for the most part. Like if you did it at the distance that I just did, it keeps you safe. Like it puts you right back on stage in position to maybe do a D-Light to catch them trying to punish you. I think it's a super underrated option. And in 2v2, if you're being super stylish, you can do that while your teammate stands like above on the ledge. Because a lot of the times, people like camp off the stage in 2v2. Like people, or in a 2v1 rather. If you're in a 2v1 and the opponent is the one, they'll like sit off the stage and wait for you to approach. But if you have your teammate sit above and then you X pivot dare, chances are they're gonna get hit by it, and then your teammate can do some cool follow up, and it looks stylish as well, but it's effective. Ooh. Hammer is also a sleeper pick in the meta right now, at least as of when this video is being recorded, because Katars are so good. And I am a firm believer that dash sidelight on Hammer stuffs a lot of what Katars want to do, aka sidelight. And right now, sidelight is the main combo starter for Katars. So I actually think Hammer is pretty good in the meta right now, considering its matchup versus Katars. Not every weapon can go toe-to-toe with Katars like that. Alright, I need a quick kill. Might just throw out a Sig because I'm greedy. There. That almost hit. Alright, now I'm starting to get juggled a little bit. I need a sword. This hammer's just not working for me to find the kills. He's also playing the middle of Thunderguard well. Alright, 1 or 2 good combos and I'm back in this. Ooh, can I gimp him here? Ooh, the dare at the bottom of the stage. I wanted another one. I'm so greedy. I live for it, though. I totally should have died. Alright, let's see if I can get some cool hammer openers for lots of damage. Endlight into dash sidelight is crap tons of damage, and it also puts them in a pretty disadvantageous situation. Like, his health bar right now, all I got on him was Endlight dash sidelight, and it already put him straight into yellow. It's pretty much the main thing that you want to look for at the beginning of a stock with hammer. Sword and Air is awesome for juggling. If you ever find yourself playing on Thunderguard, you can abuse Bodvar. Daiku used to use it all the time back when his name was Exo. I know, way back in the day, if anyone actually remembers. He used to abuse Thunderguard, where he would sit in the middle of the stage with hammer and sword and kind of just pop up with nairs every once in a while, and you couldn't really contest it because both nair hitboxes are huge. Alright, I think that's going to be all for this video. I'm trying to shorten the videos a little bit because I felt like the Dusk video was a little too long. I think I got most of what I wanted to get across. I think I got most of it across for Bodvar. Hopefully this helps any aspiring Bodvar mains or people who are already playing him or thinking of, picking him up. Hopefully my tips help a little bit. Or if you're a sword or hammer player, I got some general tips. Next episode is going to be Cassidy, and I'm just going to go all the way through these rows until I get all the way to Petra, who, I should probably get some levels on. I've played only 1 game of her, but, that's a long way in the future. Hope you guys enjoy this new series. Peace.